Welcome to the Tribunal. I'm Tenesha. Subscribing is how you claim your designated seat and stay inside this tribunal. We'd be honored to read your analysis in the comments. To gain access to the show, you must subscribe, have a seat in your designated seating, and begin commenting. The show will begin shortly.
Tenesha, sorry to disturb you, madam. There are subjects here that have been brought for adjudication.
You stand here because your actions have shaped our community. At sundown, we move forward with clarity and balance.
Welcome to Tenesha's Tribunal. Subscribe, like, and hit the bell for updates.
Bless the channel by Cash App at $the Tribunal 1. Join the tribe.
Out now, Martell Holt trying to bring in, Ariane Curry to the Love and Marriage Huntsville show. Okay. Remember, when you come in, like and subscribe. Hold your teacups up. We are sipping tea from the Love and Marriage Huntsville.
What's up, man?
Hey, how you doing?
You doing all right?
Good, how you doing?
Good.
You want me to sit right here?
Yeah, good.
Oh.
You getting something to drink? Did you order already?
No, I'm good. I'm fasting today, thank you.
Fasting from everything?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Well, guess you wanted to meet me today.
Yeah.
So I guess you got some things on your mind.
Yeah, I guess, trying to get in a better place. I know we had a lot of attention coming out of Vegas. Shut up.
Not this one.
Hey.
Not this one.
Man.
I should have said a whole lot about you and your side chick. Martell.
I don't want every time we, talk about certain things or discuss certain topics that we get into an argument.
What do you feel in Vegas were...
Some triggers to make us get to where we got?
Absolutely, because I feel like when I got there, I was fine.
Yeah, we all were. I was too. Yeah, I was happy to see you, yeah.
Oh, were you? Oh, okay.
Something like that.
Oh, okay. Well...
Can we take that back, Ellie?
Why you scared to say it? That's how you feel.
Go ahead, continue.
So, I mean, what things happened that led it to be where I 2 instances in 24 hours, men trying to hold you back from getting in my face? Like, what in the world?
Like, I know what I can do to push your buttons, and I feel that you know the same thing,
I don't think we know that. I think if we knew that and understood it and respected it, then we wouldn't keep being at sit down.
No, because in relationships, we have our ups and downs. Things happen that...
People do have ups and downs, but you had a big down. A big down.
And I apologize.
Can you throw them apologies in a river of no more? Because you know how many years I've heard them?
Well, we should apologize. Hey, y'all apologize to me probably one time in them 12 years and done so much more than me.
Oh, I've not done so much more than you.
Stop it.
Name them. Name it.
Every time you left the house to stay gone for a day and she was in a hotel.
I was by myself. Don't no woman just up and leave. Yeah. We barely celebrated our first year anniversary because of your mouth and how you talk to me and your attitude. Let's be 100. So you've been disrespecting me for years.
Stop talking so loud. You disrespecting me now in a public place. Stop.
You disrespecting me publicly.
No.
Now, as we're hearing here, right, it may not have all been so much happiness in the home life of the Holts than there was in the business side of the marriage, right? And as we know in life, you have wonderful things going on at work, in your business, with your friends, but at home things may not be all 100% peachy keen roses, things like that. So it looks like there may have been some of that going on in their home from the beginning. Melody says that, for the first year, they really didn't get to celebrate their first year's anniversary because of how nasty Martell may have been treating her.
The biggest disrespect you could ever do.
I did not.
Hey, too bad you didn't care enough about your public appearance to keep your penis in the household. So, miss me.
Just stop. I'm gonna stop. You stop. Let's talk about the kids.
What is it that you want?
Well, me knowing that you have too many babysitters, and I've talked to you several times about it. In terms of too many people, I feel raising my children, too many different influences. I don't know who have them at times because you got like about 10 different babysitters.
I don't have 10 different babysitters.
Well, I say 4 or 5.
I have 2.
No, because 3 people watched them in one day. Last week or the week before last?
Yeah.
3 people watched them. So you said 2, but it's 3 right there.
So your cousin's not their babysitter.
But she
watched them for a couple of hours, like
okay,
2. And that was only because you weren't able.
That's what's considered babysitting.
That was only because you weren't able to pick them up at the time that they would typically get out of school. Then you had them the week prior. Then I had them the week prior. Let me finish.
What was that
Hold
day?
on a second.
Because I got.
It was on not this past Sunday, but the Sunday before. You picked them up on the Monday. The week prior, the kids were with me. We went out of town to Atlanta. We went and saw my aunt. My cousin just had his baby. Then I had to go to Atlanta for a speaking engagement.
So you left them with your auntie?
With my mother.
Did your brother Marcus watch them? Because they told me Marcus watched them.
Are you ready for me to finish?
Yeah, go ahead.
Are you ready for me to finish? Then we went while you're keeping your tracks. See, this is why when you say
to.
move
I got
forward, I don't agree with you. So no.
Because
I'm gonna address that
facts.
too. I'm gonna address
I gotta
that
have
too.
Facts.
I'm gonna address that. Yeah. Oh, wait.
6:21.
Oh my
I
gosh.
pick up the kids.
You gonna let me finish, or you gonna keep doing what you do? Because when you were talking, I was quiet.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So let me get the facts for you, because yours aren't accurate.
Okay. So just more insight, right? Going to bring us up to today's topic. Martell Holt on Love and Marriage Huntsville. He's trying to replace, Melody, who has changed her name back to her before marital name, to the Love and Love and Marriage Huntsville franchise. Way right on into, we first, right? Let's backtrack. Okay, reiterate over what we've sipped from so far. How Love and Marriage Huntsville, very big breakout TV show of married Black successful couples down in Kentucky, right? Huntsville, Kentucky. And so is it Alabama? It's one of them down south states. Okay, Huntsville. Nonetheless, drop it in the chat if you guys know where exactly Huntsville is filmed. I think it's in Alabama. Anyway, how they came to the show, right? Very big, powerhouse couple, married couple, came on the show with 3 kids. Ended the show. Well, not ended the show, but ending of every season so far, now they have 4 children. Well, the last child was made when Martell also made another child with another girl named Ariane Curry. Okay, so now we're getting up to the point to where Melody and Martell's marriage start to, come to the end of its course, and the divorce is in play and process. Okay, and of course now we're going to see Martell respectably, deny and wish that he hadn't made the infidelity of choices that he had. However, this is where he is, and Melody is making him thankfully face his truth head on without any underlying, smoke and mirrors. Okay. Drop those likes and subscribes, follows on me as I continue to pour this tea on you today. We're sipping tea from the Love and Marriage Huntsville franchise about Martell Holt and his distasteful, display on the Love and Marriage Huntsville, right? That Martell always wants to, in the beginning of the end of their marriage, hold on to Melody, Just her very mere presence gives him some type of satisfaction. Okay, let's read some of the comments. It's killing him that she doesn't give him the access anymore. Exactly. When Mel said it's not going to happen, that was the best response. Darian Cunningham 4413 says no, he doesn't love Mel. He loved the life that was provided while being married to her. T2164 says, how can anybody watch this clip and still say Mel cheated? All that screaming and yelling he did in Houston, only to sit across the table from her and say he didn't say she did, but that was the possibility. Exactly, Tay2104. Angie BG2010 says, basically, he's saying forget the cheating, lying, the downgrading, the manipulation, and pain I caused, and just take me back regardless of my unchanged behavior. Oh, preach, pour that tea, Miss Angie BG2010. That's exactly what that son of a bitch did, okay? He just, wanted her to sweep everything under the rug, forget all of her feelings, the kids' feelings, the family's feelings, the ongoers, the watchers, the fans, the supporters of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Okay, he is a despicable person. He is definitely a rendition of The Devil Wears Prada. Okay, women, be wary of these men. These men. He love bombed this woman, and I believe it was essentially for, really her influence. Melody's beautiful, and not only is she a gorgeous woman out here in life, her offspring are beautiful children. She bears fruit that are, just intelligent, beautiful, and everything that a successful Black man, a man period, would want in a woman carrying their offspring and bringing forth life into their next generations. However, unfortunately, Martell did not see that for entirely what it was, and he ruined it. Our next clip is going to be when he, cannot accept the fact of her moving on. They're not quite divorced at this time of the clip.
Social media. So now when I see you with a dude, it was a shocker to me. It's the first time me seeing something like that. So hell yeah. I like, what's up, man? So you walked over there, we talked. Yeah. And I told you I was coming over to condos where you was gonna be at.
You didn't tell me you were coming here. You said, where y'all going?
I said I'll be over there.
No. No.
Oh, it doesn't matter. No. I had all intentions to come over there.
But for what?
Because I wanted to. I saw her at a restaurant. She said she was on a date. I'm like, oh, okay.
Like, you had a whole business meeting. Somebody told me flew in from LA. So you step out of a business meeting deal possibility to address your ex-wife about her being out in public with someone, and you got them waiting on you. Then you probably ended the damn meeting in 15 minutes just so you can come over there.
It don't matter.
It does matter.
To me, no.
So this is what I'm saying. When you talk about your business reputation and trying to get things back however you want them to be, that's childish.
Doing stuff. Everything you're doing, especially on social media, is childish. I'd much rather do something in your face, in your presence, than hide behind a damn computer.
Martell, I have not, as of late at all, been bothering you on social media. Like, you literally was like, are you on the date? I said, I'm walking out at Brick Street. Now you gonna be my wife again.
No, I ain't say I don't want you to be my wife again.
Okay, Martell. Okay, Martell. Whatever you like to say.
I don't want you to be my wife
well,
again.
That's not what you just said.
I just said I don't want you to be my wife again. I told you that before.
That's not what you just said.
What I've said in the past is only way that I will be with you is only because of my children.
Martell. And then he really tries to make her appear to be so desperate. After, she initiated the divorce. He's not the one that wanted to divorce her. We all know that if it was up to him, they'd still be married today. Okay. He's just making himself look so small while he's actually, trying to really make her look so small. But he really looks small, standing there saying these things to her, knowing there's no significance in them at all.
And my thing is, why are we even discussing stuff like this? I mean, you trying to get
what do you mean?
Some airtime?
What do you mean?
Like what? That.
What's fun?
That's what you flown with at our favorite restaurant. How you gonna take another dude to like the family?
That's my favorite restaurant.
No, that was a family favorite restaurant.
Martell, let me say something. Let me be clear.
Like that.
Let me be clear.
Like that.
Let me be clear.
I'm just saying this.
Let me be clear. Last I checked, I'm single.
Look at that.
Last I checked,
I know.
last I
But do
checked,
better.
I'm single.
Do better.
No, you really need to
do better.
And what you should be doing is worrying about what you was doing while you were married and out here in these Huntsville streets.
You too.
So
You
I'm
did the same
single.
thing.
No, I
You
did
did the same
not.
thing
You're
I did.
lying. No, I did not.
You did.
Prove it. You don't see me calling all you. You don't see me calling all the women over the state to state.
And see, he never expected Melody to drop her nuts in a sense after what he had been doing. He never expected her to really put on her big girl panties and stand in her truth and just accept her marriage, what it would look like moving forward, her being, you know, a co-parent with Martell with their 4 children. Hell, she even had a baby on the tail end of their divorce. So we always know her heartstrings were always still attached in other places. I'm keeping it PG-13 for the tea sippers this afternoon. But we know she was very much still attached to Martell. However, whenever he came.
Welcome to Tenesha's Tribunal. Subscribe, like, and hit the bell for updates.
Bless the channel by Cash App at $ the Tribunal 1. Join the tribe.
Sideways, she always stood her valid ground with him and let him know that she sees him coming around the corner, okay, and she's clocking all his tea.
You don't see me saying anything about them.
Hey, look,
Prove it.
people around.
Tell the truth.
People
Quit
around.
over-talking me.
I'm sorry.
Pulling up the little video. Thank you. Because what was you recording us for?
Stop.
For what?
Stop.
You're being disrespectful.
Of course I'm gonna be disrespectful.
For
Okay.
what?
Of course, I'm gonna be disrespectful. You see what I'm saying? And that is the bitter man of Martell. You know, he is the devil that wears Prada. Period. Why are you being? He knew he had no proof on Melody doing absolutely anything that would call for inconsolable differences in the marriage. He could not pull one stop on this woman, and that always ate him alive. That he could never ever get anything to, essentially over the long game, okay? Because divorce is the long game when you've been married that long. It's not about the little hits and misses that you think you got while you're trying to divorce somebody. That shit don't matter none at the end of the finished product. Who's left with what's standing, right?
Not your woman no more. So what you being disrespectful for?
Thank you. Remember, sippers, too, like and subscribe. We are going to continue to follow the Martell Holt and Melody saga on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Sip that tea and bring us to the up-to-date tea, okay? Continue to keep your teacups in your hands because we're almost there. We're getting close. But we still have to sip the tea so that we know exactly what brings us to where we are today with Martell and Ariane.
I was gonna show you pretty much my idea for arrangements.
Okay.
So
And no, Melody was always the fan favorite of the relationship. Even when they were strong, Melody was always the talking point. She was always the one with the bulletin points. She was always the one that was on point with the things for their construction guru group, remember? Because it started off as that, where all of the married couples were coming together and showing how Black successful married people down in Huntsville operate in the construction and the building of Black, well, you know, communities, just communities in general, for, you know, middle class and oh, the word escapes my mind. Affluent people in Huntsville, okay? And I do believe they also work on low income things of that nature as well. So here's where we see Martell following Melody to every scene that she's in damn near on Love and Marriage Huntsville while they're going through a divorce.
I wasn't going to.
Oh, okay.
Martell joking about us being in the same room. That's a dream of his. He wishes that I would want him to be in the same room as me. Trust me. Now I got time for jokes this trip. Let's enjoy these kids. Let's have positivity and good moments. And guess what else? Let's not make anyone feel uncomfortable. So that's my room over there. So I'm thinking me and my mom, and there's bunk beds right there. So some kids on this floor, and then you and your mom have here, this floor.
I'm supposed to stay with the key.
No, he missed that. She gave that man every aspect of what it looks like to give a man of yourself as a woman. From him to his mother, to his brother that was in prison. Okay, like that woman, she gave her all of what it looks like to give your all. To a man in his life. She encumbered that.
Say what?
Sleep on the same floor with the kids.
So the bunk beds for the kids are down here on this floor. So it's not a big deal.
Oh, okay.
It's right here. It's in the same house.
Okay.
So then I figure, and then y'all will be up here where the pool table and the games and stuff is. So you want to sleep in your room, and your mom can sleep in there. Y'all on the floor together. You and your mom. Mm-hmm. And it's a walkout balcony too.
Okay.
Typical Martell. Give him an inch.
Satisfied.
He wants to take a mile. Can you just be happy that you're here,
Thank
that
you.
I invited you and your mother, and that you ain't had to spend a dime on this trip, and just enjoy? Doesn't matter. The kids are right below you. Are we really about to debate on you not being on the same floor as them? Get out of here. Enjoy your free trip, honey. How you feeling about the trip so far?
Good. Good energy coming from everybody. I mean, I love that. And honestly, feel like old times. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. Yeah. It's all good. Looking forward to the next few days.
Cool.
What about you?
Glad y'all came.
Yeah.
This is, the first time us doing a trip all together in a couple of years.
Yeah.
So, I want everything to just stay very positive and for this to be something that the kids remember as positive. I think as long as everybody just keeps their energy in the right spot.
Yeah.
And everybody's positive.
I don't see why it wouldn't be.
A lot of times you don't understand or see why things go the way they go and they go that way, right?
It's gonna stay good. Great energy.
Yeah,
the whole
great
trip.
energy. Now, gonna get on my room now. Shut the door behind you now. Go on.
Goddamn room, man. Goddamn crispy white room.
Yes, that's right.
Want Martell in here, man.
Oh, no.
I ain't got
Martell trying to send these subliminal signals, messages, flirtationists, and all of that this way, he can cut it out. It's a no. Not gonna happen, not getting back together, ain't sleeping in the same room together, same bed together, ain't holding hands together, none of that. So no.
So how you feel?
I feel good. Kids so excited. They so happy.
It's
Oh my
so
gosh.
beautiful.
And that's what we do it for.
They so happy.
It seemed like old times, to be real about it.
It is.
The energy's good.
Yeah.
Everybody's positive. Everybody's happy. Like we're just doing what we normally do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at some pictures back when we were in Florida. We was riding the bikes.
Yeah, I feel like you and Dad are getting along really better. Now when we're at this beach house, I feel like it's really nice. You and Dad are.
Well, we're just getting along because we love you guys and we're your parents, so we want to be able to take y'all, be able to be around each other and be on a trip together, right? We're not getting back together or anything like that, okay? I don't want y'all to think that. But we are wanting you guys to be able to, be on a trip with both of us. So I invited him to come along, And Grandma Molly, remember how we used to do?
Yeah, man.
Thing is, they're still small. They're still little kids, and they still just. I don't know. I just love that they're still kids. They're still vulnerable, and they still just want to be up under mom, dad, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And want to have some fun,
And just to see you and Melody right there together with the kids. That's the most beautiful thing in the world.
I wouldn't want to cause my children any heartbreak under any
Did you
condition.
hear his mother say that was the most beautifulest thing in the world to her? I wonder, we're going to get to all of this, how she may feel now. I'm taking some notes about Ariane. Does anybody know how she may feel about Ariane, the second baby mother that he had in the marital relationship with Melody? If you guys know, drop some links. I'm going to be looking that up so you can also follow up with that while we're doing this live. Please, if you're new to being a sipper, like and subscribe.
My kids, they understand what divorce means. They understand that mommy and daddy are apart. I want them to be hopeful. Hell, I'm hopeful. We'll see what God has in stores in the future. But until then, we go do whatever's best for our children. Just got to keep it up. Don't let nothing come between us. Like again, like nothing negative come between us.
Nothing never did and nothing never will.
Yeah.
There are more ways to watch OWN now.
We are going to keep this tea spilling. So, Love and Marriage Huntsville, Martell, just a distasteful devil in Prada man. Okay. If you were his wife of 11 years, had 3 kids with him, did have a 4th one while he had another girl pregnant, would you have stayed with Martell? Please drop that in the chat. Let me know what my tea sippers are at.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Just own it. It's okay. Own it.
No. Stop.
Don't tell me to stop. I'm asking you a question.
That's your problem.
Oh, tell me my problems.
Stop with all that negativity.
You said, my problem is I have a lot of negativity.
I said, stop with it. You know what I'm saying?
That's my problem?
Look, we're trying to stay in a good space for them. So how about you stop with that negativity right now for them, okay? Listen, if we're not grown enough to sit here and have a decent conversation while eating dinner, something's wrong then, So I don't know who dropped the ball, Melody or myself, when it comes to this conversation. But regardless of who did drop the ball, right now I think that the conversation's going left. and hopefully I can reel it back in.
Like, even today, listen to your mom, right?
Mm-hmm.
There are things that you have to work to figure out on your own. You have children who have gone through stuff like divorce, a whole family unit being together now is not together anymore. You didn't experience that, and I didn't either. So this is new for us.
Yeah.
When you think about there being professionals who are trained to help you as parents, what do you think about parenting classes?
I mean, I'm open. I'm open for it. Anything that help us all grow and really to help / heal, assist. Yeah, I'm down for that.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. Me being here isn't just because you asked me. You know what I'm saying? It's because I wanted you to know I am apologetic for the things that I put you through over the years too, though. You know
You're
what I'm saying?
apologetic of those things.
Of course.
What is the difference from the way you feel apologetic now than the way you felt apologetic?
No, because now
all the years prior.
Because I understand. Because some of the times I probably apologized in the past, I didn't understand 100% the reason I was apologizing. You follow me? Now I'm in a different space, and I don't have to point the finger at you. I'm accepting all the 100% accountability for everything that I've done, because I know that what I did was the ultimate cause of our demise, period. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the things I put you through. Sorry for the things that I put the family, the kids through, and things like that. So I still will apologize because it was major, you know? We had our lives planned out. The kids' lives planned out. And some of the stupidity that I put forth, and me feeling that, me pointing the finger at you for things you weren't doing, well, I should not have. I should have been pointing at myself to be a better person within our marriage. And I feel now that I can sit here and apologize because I know that I did wrong, you know? So, yeah, that's why I wanted to sit down. I wanted to do that, apologize for real to you, while we're in a good space, and hopefully that you receive it well. You follow me?
I receive it.
Yeah.
I receive it.
Cool, that's what's up.
Martell and I, we got married very young, and so we literally grew up together. There was a friendship there. There were a lot of life experiences that we shared. I'm hopeful that we can maybe get back to the root of when we first got together, which was a friendship, and us actually being friends. And that will enable us to do more things together without all of the bitterness, all of the attitude, all of the negativity. Hopefully we can get back. Even though the romance is gone, the passion is gone, the friendship piece, hopefully can still be there.
I ain't gonna lie, you deserve 1,000 apologies because, again, we had everything mapped out, you know? What we had, it was a beautiful thing. Yeah, it was.
Don't your heart in those moments just kind of break for Melody when you see Melody knowing that her lifelong, envision of herself with her husband, Martell, it's just not going to be that, even if they were to reconcile, there will always be a child that we're introduced to the relationship through Martell and another woman, Ariane Curry. Drop those teacups in the chat. Let me know that you are live.
Do you mind if I record this conversation?
Do whatever you like. You don't have to have my permission. It's the state of Alabama.
So you want to dissolve Hold and Hope, right?
I don't want anything else to do with any of the companies that we share together.
Cool.
So this is where they are talking about their businesses that they, acquired together as a married couple.
Problem. And then the 47 acres, are we going to split that 50-50 net profits from that, or what's going on with that?
We're at a standstill. And but I'll just update you at a later date, though, because right now I really don't know.
Really?
But I just want to be at a standstill.
I hate that.
Yep.
Embrace?
Embrace beauty. We was in agreement with 15%, and then you said, I don't think you should have anything. I'm saying, how could you say that I would not get anything out of a company that I helped bring about? Why would you do that? To me, at heart, you shouldn't do that. I've always treated you in a way that...
Let's talk about the treatment. Go ahead.
financially, we'll speak financially, that I trusted you with everything, with every dime I would give it to you to make sure you make the right decisions with my last dime. You know what I'm saying?
And I mean, it's just so precarious of him to talk like any money when Martell created another life bill for Melody and Martell. Imagine if Melody would have stayed married to Martell. She would have been responsible for the upkeep financially of Ariane and their child that they have together, Martell and Ariane. I hear tell that Martell bought Ariane a matching Mercedes Benz to himself. Okay, we'll look at that clip here after this.
Like, I bring checks. Yeah, that was all the money, the effort, the time that I put in and that you put in behind you to push the brand of Melody Holt. So now you would be like remiss if you wasn't doing what you're doing now, because we put so much time, money, and effort behind you and your brand over all these years.
Okay,
You've been on social media for how long? 10, 11 years?
Before I met you, since college. Since college.
Listen.
Since college, I've been on social media. Absolutely.
I don't want to hit it, but you ain't been branding. You was a damn school teacher. You don't forget.
School teachers are amazing. Thank God for all the school teachers.
I became a school teacher.
But you always talk down when you mention school teachers, like that's a bad career choice. Like you just said, you was a damn school teacher. So were you. Did you forget?
No.
You resigned 4 months before me.
Because I was making 6 figures cutting grass.
Well,
and then I gave you the opportunity months later to resign too.
All right, you ready?
No.
Are you ready?
I mean, hold on.
How many clients did you have then? Your grandfather and about 5 more?
Who did it? Who named it? Who named everything dealing with us? Me. Who put everything together? Me. Who made you CEO of Holt & Holt? Me.
It was a
Who talked about the book? Run the book? Me.
As we see him being so bitter, okay, just so bitter. Continuing on, bringing us up to where they are today. Okay, bringing us to where they are today on the Love and Marriage Huntsville show. Okay.
You had no signs of nothing that like he is. There was nothing to like give you look, something's wrong with this person.
Not that something was wrong with him. Year 1, we almost didn't celebrate our anniversary because we had gotten into a year 1, but it wasn't about no cheating. It wasn't none of I literally didn't have any notion at all of cheating until 2017, which is when I found out he had been cheating. Before that, nothing. But I could see but we were young too, but I could see he had a little bit of a temper. You know what I'm saying? Like he'll be ready to pop off at the mouth. So I got to the point where I was popping back too, because I can be mouthy too. So I learned. Growing up, I didn't have to do that, but I learned quickly how to, okay, if they say this to you, you better say something back. Don't you just sit back and not say nothing. So I had to teach myself at 22, 23, how to get back with you, right? Because I didn't grow up where I had to do no fussing and cussing and nothing. But I was like, oh, you're not gonna talk to me and say a cuss word and think I'm not gonna say a cuss word back to you. So I had to learn to do that. But even then with the temper and him going off here and there, I didn't think it was something deep. I was young. I didn't think, oh, it's something deep.
So do you think you were letting a lot slide by, or you do you think you were letting a lot slide by back then?
Looking back at it now, yeah. Look, that's the thing. I can say for the woman I am today, we wouldn't have made it to no year 3, 4, 5, 6, and 4 kids
So
later.
what took so long for you to get to the point where you were like, this is it, I'm not dealing with this anymore? Was it the baby?
No, because I left him before I even knew about
Well,
that.
that's true.
Yeah, I was at your crib when I learned. He was lying in. That was the summer of 2020. He was lying in. Ain't nobody pregnant. I ain't got nobody pregnant.
That's right.
You gonna give me another chance?
Okay, so that's when you had left, but that's what, okay, so is that what made you not decide that you were never gonna go back when the baby came, or?
No, I knew I was never going back.
When you
anyway.
left in
when I left.
March or April?
I knew I was never going back because I had realized, dang, after 5, you know, all these years, 2017, so that's 3 years, and 2017 to 2020, you've been cheating for 5, because I found out y'all started in 2015. You still.
Wow. He had been cheating since 2015 for 5 years, damn near half their marriage. He's a scoundrel, a devil in
Haven't
Prada.
changed or grown up or have a different mindset that I'm willing to give any more years to hope that you will change and grow up. So at that point, to me, it became sore goods. I was like, you know what? He ain't changing. I'm out.
Martell, the class narcissist, like he's right out of one of those playbooks. You can't make this shit up. Okay. He's right out of a playbook of just narcissism manipulation, of a woman in every sense of the word. Okay, every sense of the word. This is Martell also being very mad at Melody's accomplishments after she filed for divorce.
Chris ask you, would you like to build some house on the 47 acres? It seemed like you, I ain't gonna say had my back, but you did have my back, because you know it wasn't, to me, that wasn't a good look. Yeah, you should come talk to your friend first, as I told him, as he should
Both
have.
of us are his friends. Honestly, I don't see anything wrong with what Chris did.
It's
not out for me. I told him to talk to you, but I'm still considering it.
The same reason you told him to go talk to Martell. Who is Martell? Your ex-husband.
Okay.
His friend who brought the deal to the table. Go talk to Martell. That's my whole point. So stop being difficult with me.
I don't make it an issue.
No.
Like,
I'm not making it a big issue.
Yeah, don't let that mess up the friendship or
no,
nothing.
oh no, hell no. It's not gonna mess up our friendship.
Okay.
But it's more like, don't ever do that again, though. I would not go to your ex-wife before I come to you, the man, first. Period. Oh, so are you gonna build houses on it?
I told him to send me the spec and then the price point.
Girl, your ass ain't never built a house. Bye.
Oh, I built houses, Martell Holt. Let's be clear, because if that was the case, I could say you ain't built no house. I ain't seen you never lay one brick, pour one piece of concrete, put up one frame.
That's what, yes, you did.
Hey, no, I didn't. So,
Hey, look now.
what's good,
Hey, stop, chill. Don't do that. I don't like that.
You started it.
But you never built the house.
No, you ain't either. Then, if that's the case,
all right.
bye, Martell Holt.
Whatever, Melody.
Bye, Martell Holt.
Okay, so that's him discrediting her on her ability to, you know, set up whatever it took for them to do the infrastructure to, you know, have contractors and stuff build houses for her. Okay. Hold on, y'all, because it was a point that I had wanted to touch on real quick. Like and subscribe. Remember to drop your teacups in the chat. Let me know that you are sipping tea on this Wednesday afternoon with Tenesha Talks Teas about love and marriage hunts for y'all. It's spicy. It's always spicy on Love and Marriage Hunts for one of my favorite reality TV shows. Who is your favorite married couple? I would have to say mine has always been Kimmy. I like Kimmy. Okay, I've always liked Kimmy and her husband on the show. So the nurse, you know, I just always like Kimmy. Yeah. So Audrey says, hold on, y'all, because it was a point that I had wanted to touch on real quick. Like, very mad at Melody's accomplishment.
I had to teach myself at 22, 23 how to get back with you, right? Because I didn't grow up where I had to do no fussing and cussing and nothing. But I was like, oh, you're not going to talk to me and say a cuss word and think I'm not going to say a cuss word back to you. So I had to learn to do that. But even then with the temper and him going off here and there, I'm thinking, I didn't think it was something deep. I was young. I didn't think, oh, it's something deep.
So you think you were letting a lot slide by, or you just, do you think you were letting a lot slide by back then?
Looking back at it now, yeah. Look, if that's the thing, I can say for the woman I am today, we wouldn't have made it to no year 3, 4, 5, 6, and 4 kids.
So what took so long for you to get to the point where you were like, this is it, I'm not dealing with this anymore? Was it the baby?
No, because I left him before I even knew about it.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, you were, I was at your crib when I learned, he was lying in. That was the summer of 2020. He was lying in. I ain't nobody pregnant. I ain't got nobody pregnant.
That's right.
You gonna give me another chance?
Okay, so that's when you had left, but that's what, okay, so is that what made you not decide that you were never gonna go back? When the baby came, or?
No, I knew I was never going
when
back.
When you
anyway.
left in
when I left,
March or April?
I knew I was never going back. Because I had realized, like, dang, after 5, all these years, 2017, so that's 3 years, and 2017 to 2020, you've been cheating for 5, because I found out y'all started in 2015.
Wow, he had been cheating since 2015 for 5 years, damn near half their marriage. He's a scoundrel, a devil in Prada.
Haven't changed or grown up or have a different mindset that I'm willing to give any more years to hope that you will change and grow up. So at that point, to me, it became sold goods. I was like, you know what? He ain't changing. I'm out.
Martell, the class narcissist, like he's right out of one of those playbooks. You can't make this shit up. Okay, he's right out of a playbook of just narcissism manipulation of a woman in every sense of the word. Okay, every sense of the word. This is Martell also being very mad at Melody's accomplishments after she filed for divorce.
Chris, ask you, would you like to build some house on the 47 acres? It seemed like you, I ain't gonna say had my back, but you did have my back, because it wasn't, to me, that wasn't a good look. Yeah, you should come talk to your friend first. As I told him, as he should have.
Both of us are his friends. Honestly, I don't see see anything wrong with what Chris did.
it's-
It's not out for me. I told him to talk to you, but I'm still considering
why
it.
The same reason you told him to go talk to Martell.
Uh-huh.
Who is Martell? Your ex-husband.
Okay.
His friend who brought the deal to the table. Go talk to Martell. That's my whole point. So stop being difficult with me.
I don't make it an issue.
No.
Like,
I'm not making it a big issue.
Yeah, don't let that
No.
mess up the friendship
But
or
no,
nothing.
oh no, hell no. It's not gonna mess up our
Okay,
friendship.
okay.
But it's more like, don't ever do that again, though. I would not go to your ex-wife before I come to you, the man, first. Period. Oh, so are you gonna build houses on it?
I may. I told him to send me the specs and then price points.
Girl,
and the
your ass
cost.
ain't never built a house. Bye.
Oh, I built houses, Martell Holt. Let's be clear. Because if that was the case, I could say you ain't built no house. I ain't seen you never lay one brick, pour one piece of concrete, put up one frame.
That's
so if
yes, you
wanna-
did.
Hey, no, I didn't. So,
Hey,
you
look
know,
now.
what's good for the
Hey, stop, chill. Don't do that. I don't like that.
You started it.
But you never built the house,
No,
though.
you ain't either. Then if that's the case,
All right.
bye Martell Holt.
Whatever, Melody.
Bye Martell Holt.
Okay, so that's him discrediting her on her ability to, set up whatever it took for them to do the infrastructure to, have contractors and stuff build houses for her. Okay. Hold on, y'all, because it was a point that I wanted to touch on real quick. Like and subscribe. Remember to drop your teacups in the chat. Let me know that you are sipping tea on this Wednesday afternoon when Tenesha talks teas about love and marriage. For y'all, it's spicy. It's always spicy on Love and Marriage Huntsville, one of my favorite reality TV shows. Who is your favorite married couple? I would have to say mine has always been Kimmy. I like Kimmy. Okay, I've always liked Kimmy and her husband on the show. So the nurse, I just always like Kimmy. Yeah. So Love and Marriage Huntsville. There was a point I was gonna make, and then I got wrapped up in my last point. It'll come back to me, guys. It will come back to me. Thanks for watching. Remember to show your support by liking, subscribing, and sharing. For Sipping Tea with Tenesha over on Twitch, Kick, YouTube, and Facebook. We're going to get right on into the show. I have got a show today to bring to you guys to talk some tea about Martell Holt from Love and Marriage Huntsville. I am a reality TV sipper, so occasionally I bring a story or two to talk to you, whatever, I feel moved by, empowered, to elevate and soar about matters that matter, to us, as sippers of the reality TV world. So I've been watching Love and Marriage Huntsville now since the beginning. And yeah, so one of the most talked about storylines on Love and Marriage Huntsville is Martell Holt. You remember Martell Holt used to be married to Melody Holt, right? They were married for a very long time, like college, high school sweethearts, got together, married for like 10, 11 years. And Martell began to introduce infidelity into the relationship, right? So they came on the show as like a very big power couple, almost like Jay-Z and Beyonce, right? Very, very big power couple. Okay. So let's start by just bringing everybody up to date with who Melody and Martell are. Okay. Let me share my screen.
So when the pandemic happened and you saw your husband leave the house, you figured out that he was seeing this other woman.
Leaving the house for hours at a time, like you said, everything shut down. Our companies and clients that we've been doing work for shut down. We've always been very particular when we have kids to make sure that we keep them safe. So we always, like when I had all our kids, I'd stay in the house for 6, 8 weeks. And so for him to leave for hours at a time, that it didn't make sense to me. But not only that, there were certain things Martell started saying that wasn't adding up, such as, like, I was going to learn to accept him cheating. And, I need to talk to the older women. And I said, well, Martell, maybe you need to talk to the older men. And he was like, I'll never forget this conversation. That's why I can repeat it word for word. He was like, I have. I said, well, what did they say? He was like, honestly, they said, don't mess with nobody that ain't got nothing to lose. Make her sign a contract. And hearing him say this when I'm a new mom, I was like, he hasn't changed at all or grown up. He's figuring out how to do it better. He's figuring out how to be deceptive better. And that's when I made the decision to leave. I hadn't at that time heard any.
Tenesha, sorry to disturb you, madam. There are subjects here that have been brought for adjudication.
You stand here because your actions have shaped our community. At sundown, we move forward with clarity and balance.
Tenesha, sorry to disturb you, madam. There are subjects here that have been brought for adjudication.
You stand here because your actions have shaped our community. At sundown, we move forward with clarity and balance.
Welcome to Tenesha's Tribunal. Subscribe, like, and hit the bell for updates.
Bless the channel by Cash App at $the Tribunal 1. Join the tribe.
I was honored to have you all here. Keep your subscription in good standing for your all-access pass to the tribunal. Turn on notifications so you never miss your chance to examine the facts. Keep your designated seat. This tribunal